Ooh, damn, not the matron underneath the bed. I told you she was a freak. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are here with the season finale of The Legend of Vox Machina, episode 3, actually, season 3, episode 12, there we go, which is called Souls in Darkness. So in the last episode, the team came back together. They're finally kind of past all the little rifts that they were experiencing as far as what was pushing them apart. Ripley is out of the picture. I'd say RIP, but I want her to actually be in the hells right next to Xerxes getting beat daily. And we found out Percy is locked inside of a pepper box, and we know where Raishan is, and the team found her, but unfortunately it was a big fat trap, and it looks like Keyleth played right into her hands, and now Raishan has taken over Thordak's body, which is pretty much what I assumed she was going to do when I saw her take it. So she's got a fresh body now. And so her wit, her guile, her smarts, trapped inside of one of the most powerful dragon bodies there's ever been. I don't know whether or not she still has her poison abilities. We'll have to see. But if she's got poison and fire, we've got a problem. So let's jump into whatever fun this finale is going to bring. Just before I do, a reminder that if you'd like to be notified of when I drop episodes to shows, this is it for this season. But there's going to be a season 4, guys. I saw that it was announced just yesterday. So yay for that. I will be reacting to season 4, so please do make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so we can watch season 4 together. But of course, I react to a lot of other stuff, so please do join the fam so that we can stay on this journey together. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
For you alone get to gaze upon my glorious new body.
Is it glorious though? It looks kind of nasty.
Such a spell might have destroyed my old form. But I have become death, child.
Well, you tried. And I mean, if you're gonna go out, best to go out. But I mean, maybe we could leave Keyleth though, right? Because Keyleth didn't set that curse on you. She wasn't even born yet. Just blind revenge. Makes no sense. Dragons be dumb, you know, petty. Oh, that is a new type of fire. Yeah, they're still there. Don't underestimate Vox Machina.
Actually, I think that's right.
Doesn't matter. Thorshan.
I don't gotta understand something.
Period. He's not here for the thinking. Punch to the face. Who needs that jaw?
This body feels no pain.
Oh yeah, he's dead. That's so gross. You're basically a necromancer. Not even Scanlon's. The problem is she knows how y'all move now.
Watch it.
She knows how all of you move, guys. You're gonna have to move very different.
Handle fire.
This is different fire, I think.
These flames burn different.
That's what I thought. Don't break it. It's your healer getting messed up. But I do think we're gonna get hurt. Damn. How fast can we go? No? Okay. Okay, I didn't think she was just moving those for fun.
I've got a plan.
Don't do this to me, Kiki.
This
Trust
group
her.
takes chances all the time. Now it's my
Trust
turn.
her. This is the one time I'll say trust her. She's actually calm.
Trust me.
If she was pissed, I'd be like, don't listen to Keyleth.
The Ashari were once allies to my kind.
What did you do?
Until they betrayed us.
What did you do?
We're both fueled by ambition.
But they were no, Raishan, let's rewind that. Why did we rejoice in killing them? Did they not kill the humans first? This narcissistic take. Okay. She needs the body. What you thinking, Key? You got this, Keyleth. You can fly. Switch forms, quick. Good girl. You're a druid, baby. One of my favorite things to do with druids is shapeshift. Come on now. Woo! Keyleth, you badass! You better. Yes! She's like, okay, bring your flames. I'm fireproof. Take that. Go for the tit. Punch her in the tit. Ew, your breath stank. Whew, that was a hard hit. You okay, Kiki? Oh, she sent you closer to where you need to go. She's fine. Is the maiden here? The maiden's not here. You're okay. She went to the earth.
You fancied her.
Oh, don't.
What a shame.
Okay. Surprise, mother... Yeah, I can go into the ground now. Everything's my domain. Everything. Did you forget I'm a nature druid? Yes, bring that demon-ass body down with you. She brought the disease. She's like, I gotta curse your ass again.
My disease? No.
Oh, Keyleth, you petty bitch, I love you. Now you get to do it again. Suck it in, that body's trash now too. Oh, your fire's broken. Damn, to go down by your disease again. That is sad, Raishan. You could have literally just crawled off and died somewhere peaceful. Yeah, though you're sorry, they fixed your ass good. Gotta give that one to Keyleth. See what happens when you're calm, baby. Oh yeah, she's a bit tired.
I don't know how you did that. But you are legendary.
Right, he's like, I am a little turned on.
Are you gonna kiss me or what?
She might have that disease still going. I'm just kidding.
What's that?
I was about to say, I think it's still in her.
Stop. You. Poison.
That's what I thought.
So chunky.
Throwback to season 1.
Matron, guide me.
Oh, damn. Not the matron underneath the bed. I told you she was a freak.
To free my friend from eternal torment.
We honor the transition from life to the
Is that a
after.
transition, though? His soul's not what it's supposed to be.
Violated.
Yeah.
Tamper with death and you will know sorrow far worse. Even if you retrieve him, there will be a cost.
Then there is a way. Show me!
He did not stutter. I guess she don't like being told what to do. Oh. I wonder if there really is a cost.
Sometimes you should go against the wishes of your deity. After all, the gods didn't.
Percy's been gone for a while. He could end up a zombie.
That's true.
His spirit has long departed.
No, it
this
hasn't.
plane.
That's the part.
Well, hold up. A soul inside a demon?
That sounds crazy to you?
Cool.
She's like, damn, this group is just full of surprises.
If you can restore his body, I can connect to Orthax.
Didn't I say it had to be Pike? Did something with the body?
She warned me that meddling with fate is dangerous.
She didn't say fate, she said death.
But that doesn't mean it's impossible.
She said there would be a cost.
I would gladly give my soul for one day.
This
Your
sister
happiness.
complex. You deserve happiness, Vax. Your own. And you got a girl. But I mean, Vax wants to do it. I think you need your blood. Oh no, she's doing it. Damn.
His body is as good as I can get it.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't eaten in, we don't even know how long it's been. Oh, these perfectly placed ritual circles. Oh, you're in his world now. Let's see how well that goes. Oh no, he deserves to stay there.
Percy belongs with me. They all do.
Love the attention to detail.
This revival's gonna be way tougher without cash. I'll help you.
Oh yeah. Anyone else got some magical energy? Allura, get your ass in there, lazy.
A scared little boy, forced into a pact with a matron.
She wasn't forced.
Hold it down!
That's what I'm saying, other magic people. A little help.
Here you could be free, unbound to our authority.
And be inside of you?
Guide me.
Run faster. I guess that zipping don't work in here, huh? Oh, he's following the... Of course, the fate chain. Hey, Percy. How about we stop working, buddy? Oh, the beard's back.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. He's dead.
But this isn't you, Percy.
Talk about
Get
Vex,
off of
quickly.
me. I don't
Vex.
know who you're talking
Quickly!
about.
Vex!
A soul cannot be rescued from my domain.
Talk about Vex. You know he will go back for the Punani!
Fire cannot drown out his guilt.
Y'all don't work through all this monologuing.
The fuck he does.
Vex, please say her name, for the love of God.
I don't know if you can hear this, but your friends need you. Damn it, I need you.
There we go.
And God to know all this attention would appall you.
Love you.
I was so proud.
Speak faster.
I hate that I was too afraid to admit it.
Can we get to the admission?
Please, remember who you are!
Remember who you are.
I love you, darling.
There we go. That magical tear.
Vexalia.
There we go. Can't believe Vax didn't think of that.
She loves you.
Oh, him
And
holding
so
on with
do
the
I.
daggers.
Brother.
Vax loves you too. It's beautiful. See your soul cords back. Let's go quickly. Vax will pay for this.
This is my round!
And we just made it our deal. Petty. Orthax is so petty. Percy? First? He needs some moisture.
Got something there.
Careful!
Yep, still right, very frail. Oh, his sister. Can she give him a hug now?
That's quite a relief.
Can his sister get a hug in there? Poor thing. She almost became the last Dorolo. Very, very close to being the last Dorolo. We rebuild again. I feel like Whitestone's cursed. Aww.
Better, darling. You made it to the gate twice today.
At this rate, I'll be jogging by my 60th birthday.
Yeah, 60's the new 30.
But especially for not giving up.
Remember, I died too once.
Right? This is a very crazy courtship y'all had.
I owe you my life, brother.
You do.
I won't forget it.
I feel like something very bad's gonna happen to Vax. Yep, he's waiting.
She won't forget either.
Yeah, she said not to piss her off. Well, hopefully it's a slow poison. Can he, if he gets the vestment off, maybe? But I guess we can't.
Every moment with you people is surreal.
I mean, this is how they stay sane.
Really shouldn't have succeeded. We kind of did. But with all the treasure we found, and
Scanlan's leaving.
as corny as it sounds, I like myself better when I'm with Kaylee.
So I'm leaving.
But you matter to us too, Scanlan.
Oh, I'm groggy.
You guys are like family to me. Now I have a real family.
Ooh,
And she's
hurtful.
the best. After dinner, we're heading out.
Where will you go?
Wherever they want.
I've been putting off my armante, but it's time to become who I was meant to be.
Turns out we'll be leaving as well.
You don't have an Aramente, sir.
Well, I couldn't be happier
You
for
do need some time
Just
apart.
don't run off and get married or anything.
No guarantees.
Well, now, wait a minute. Does this mean we're breaking up?
We're growing up.
And if danger pops up again, who do you think they're gonna call?
That might be a better bet. Aw, Trinket must like you a lot to let you ride on his back. She was not down for it. Whoa! I'm glad he became a better dad for this kid. So, yeah, Vax, what are we gonna tell her about that? I think this group and keeping secrets. Scanlan needs that. They need time to just find their path without the rush. Oh God, now what? A cult? Guys, this isn't going well. That damn sphere! Didn't I say the sphere in Whitestone? No one's been checking on it. You all just forgot about it. Well, guess that's what we're going to be dealing with next season, guys. Let me just check. Is there an after credit scene? They don't really do that here, do they? No, they don't. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, that wraps up season 3, and I think it was a good way to wrap things up. We got Percival back. It's not quite No Mercy Percy, but he is back, and I'm glad most of my theories did work out. I figured, like I said, when Vax didn't see Percy's soul, it was out there somewhere. It was, as gross as that sounds, inside Orthax. And we see that Vax decided to go in there and try to get him out. I mean, twice we heard Percy call out to him. And so he asked, well, first he was going to try to ask Keyleth to see if there's, not Keyleth, I'm sorry, Pike, to see if there's something that she could do. But Pike was understandably a bit distracted. So he asked the matron, and she basically said his fate was decided. But I personally don't feel like that should be true, because the typical way that a soul would be dealt with would be that his soul should go to the matron. It didn't. It was trapped inside of Orthax. Now, in fairness, the other people that Percy put, actually, no, he interfered with their fates too. Maybe that means that their souls got to go where they're supposed to go to, which is probably the hells, to be honest. But anyway, all of that to say, I don't know the rules of the matron, but I feel like Percy's fate did not follow the normal fate path. So that's why I feel like there was a way. Right? That's why there was a way. I think if it was truly like if Percy had died traditionally, then that would have been like, nah, he's gone. We can't bring him back. So that's why I feel like there always was a way. But I think what Pike said was very interesting, where she said, I just learned, from Xerxes that you shouldn't always follow your gods to a T, right? And we know that right now Pike she did. She went against the Everlight to go to the Hells and to get her vestige. And while she hasn't been able to contact, or hasn't tried to be fair, the Everlight since, she has discovered that her blood's pretty powerful, and she's done quite a bit on her own. Now, again, I don't know if there'll be long-term bad things that happen because of it, but it sounds like the gods have their own ways of dealing with whether or not you follow them. Let's put it that way. And so anyways, we hear that my man Vax basically said that he's going to go and he's going to find Percy regardless. And so he basically did that. He got my girl Pike to bring the body back, which is like, I thought that's what she would have to do, since I was like, it should be starting to decay by now. So anyway, she brought the body back as much as she could without, actual food and water. And Vax went into the realm of Orthax, and managed to get Percy back. And I love the throwbacks that they did of showing all the other souls that Orthax had captured, and basically brought Percy back. Percy was starting to believe all the nonsense Orthax was telling him about how the pepper boxes were all his fault. But thankfully it took Vex. And that's what I said. Like, I don't know why Vax didn't just think, hello, that him and your sister have been together. Why not just be like, what about Vexalia? But anyways, Vex needed to say what she needed to say. And she said her beautiful speech. And that tear fell all the way through the realm into Percy's lap almost, and thankfully brought him back and made him fight to come back. And I really love the fact too that Vax was like, my sister loves you, and so do I, and called him a brother, which is something, they had their little disagreements off and on since season 1. So that was a big step for Vax too. So beautiful little moment there. So we got our boy Percy back. He is gonna have to work to recover, because the body's got to kind of come back from being dead for a while there. But hey, at least he got another chance. And now, him and Vex are completely on the same page as far as expressing their feelings. And, I feel like they should just, I don't know, I'm thinking marriage is not that crazy at this point, if that's what they want. Like, we don't have time. Let's go. Let's get all the ceremonies done. But I kind of jumped the gun with that. Before that, this episode, we got to give all the props to Keyleth. That girl was the MVP of this season. She's the one who took down Raishan. She pretty much did that all by herself. Vox Machina definitely gave her a bit of backup, but this was Keyleth's battle. It was hers to finish up. This was her payback for Raishan, again, knowing the whole time that she was up to some funny business, and, Raishan basically making her feel like she made a fool out of her. And so I love that for her. And I love that Keyleth believed in herself enough that, even though everything kind of went sideways after Raishan moved to the new body, Keyleth, because she stayed level-headed, like I was talking about last episode, because she remained level-headed, she was able to figure out a way to bring Raishan down. And that was, I didn't even think about the disease. I was like, I see that Keyleth keeps focusing on the body, but I'm not sure why. And now we know why. She basically just needed to get that body close enough to Raishan to transfer the poison from the old body into the new body. And I think she had a little seasoning on it. I think Kiki had a little something extra on that curse this time around to make sure that it was a little bit faster acting than last time. And so I really thought that was absolutely poetic and petty. Thank you, Miss Keyleth, for being petty in the end as well. Because she said, you gonna get this disease again, girl. I was gonna kick you. You see, before I at least put some spikes through your back. That was gonna be fast and painless. But since you pissed me off and you hurt my friends and you almost took my man from me, yeah, because of that, you get to have this disease again times 1,000. How about that? I loved it. It was just such a poetic moment. And Raishan not like going to all those lengths to escape the disease just to get it again. Oh, that was so great. It was honestly the best way ever for her to go out. And her thinking that she had outsmarted everyone. But yeah, she didn't quite think that through. I mean, I do think that if, Vox Machina had been like 10 minutes later, she probably would have left that place and it would have been a lot harder to do that. But very glad we didn't have to have another season of another dragon. As much as I love the dragon storyline, I think we can move on to something new going forward. Like next season, let's have a new villain. We've had enough destruction too, right? Like we need to rebuild some of Tal'Dorei for Lord's sakes. But anyway, so kudos to Keyleth. She did that. Good for her. And she's got her man on top of everything else. So that is fantastic. So that happened. They're good. Well, they're good except for the fact that, as I mentioned before, with the whole situation with the Vax going and retrieving Percy's soul, the matron said, if you mess with she said, when you mess with death, not with fate, she said, when you mess with death, there is a price. So I don't think this is a fate thing because like I said, maybe I'm misunderstanding, for those who understand the lore better, you can definitely correct me in the comments, but I feel like Percy's fate was not 100% the way it was supposed to be because of Orthax, but he did die. And so basically him, Vax, using his ability because of the matron to go in and get Percy, I feel like that was against protocol, against her protocol. And so she told him there would be a consequence for interfering with that. So as we see, there was a grab that the poison on his hand, I believe that was where Orthax grabbed him, right? Yeah, it was Orthax who grabbed him. So interestingly though, we see that Orthax, when he was in Orthax's world, Orthax gave him some hard facts. He's like, the matron tricked you into this pact, which kind of, I do think that Vax could have decided, but he couldn't get the vestige off. He either had to succumb to the trial, I take it back. He was tricked because she didn't give him the option to just take the vestige off, right? It was either he go through the trial that she put forth for him to earn the use of it, or he died trying. Those were the two options he had. He had no way of escaping. Either he had to become her servant or die. So yeah, she really did trap him into it. He didn't want it. We saw in the beginning, he was like, I want to take it off. I only put this on because I was near it. I didn't want to put it on. So she did. But I get it. Like, how many people are going to willingly sign up to do his job? Right? It's not a happy job. So anyways, Orthax was like, yeah, she tricked you into this job. You're stuck being her bitch, basically. And there's no way out. But he's like, if you stay here, I can shield you from her, which is interesting. So I don't think he was lying about that. I do think that the demon's domain is a place where the matron cannot go, or at least cannot directly touch him. Like, we see that he was able to use the threads to find his way to Percy, and also get his way out. But it sounds like, and I don't think Orthax would lie about that, it sounds like the matron does not have domain in there the same way that the Everlight does not have domain in the Hells, right? So that's an interesting thing to know, that a demon might be a way to, or that someone from the underworld could potentially break the pact, or at least shield Vax from the pact that he has with the matron. I don't know. I feel like there was a reason why we learned that information. So, and I just say this now because Xerxes is definitely someone I think we're going to see again. So maybe Xerxes knows a way of breaking that pact or getting around it. He's a deceiver. He probably knows a way to maybe trick the matron into somehow giving Vax his freedom back, but keeping the vestige. I don't know. I might be too hopeful on that one. But anyways, in the meantime, we see that there is some type of a disease, a sickness, a growth, a curse, something going on with Vax. But as usual, he's keeping these things to himself rather than telling the people that he loves, which is what he should do. But I get it. I think he's just thinking that if they find out about that, Percy's gonna feel guilty, Vex is gonna feel guilty, Keyleth's gonna be devastated. You get the point. I understand why he feels like hiding this for the time being is best, because in his mind at this point, there's no way around it and nothing they can do anyway, which I don't think is true. I think there's always a way. But anyway, I'm sure we'll deal with it next season. So that was that. Percy's back, yay. And then, yeah, we saw that at the end when everything was all said and done, and now they're once again, probably for the fourth time now, trying to rebuild Whitestone. We see that they had a little celebration finally to kind of, cheers themselves for all their hard work this season. But basically things are changing. We hear that Scanlan's the first one to say that now that Kaylee is back in his life, he feels like he has opened up a whole new side of his life and a whole new side of himself, and he likes that person. He wants to be that person or learn more about that person and live in that reality a bit more. So he'd like to spend time with her, and I think that is the right thing for him to do right now. Him and Kaylee have a lot of catching up to do, and she does. She brings out a protective and loving side of Scanlan that he's never really, I guess, had a reason to show before. As I said a couple episodes back, we've never heard about, or not heard about, actually, yeah, we haven't really heard about or seen anything to do with Scanlan's past. So I don't know what happened to him or if he has family or what's going on, but for him to say he's never felt this way before, I mean, that kind of hints that his past maybe isn't the warmest or the fuzziest. But anyway, he's happy. He wants to be a dad now and kind of lean into that. And Kaylee obviously is excited about getting to know her dad, because I'm assuming her mom is not in the picture anymore, because she was saying that she was scared of not having anyone worry about her. So I was like, that sounds like her mom is gone. So yeah, she's got her dad now, and they're going to go and do some traveling together. So I think that's, like I said, I do think that's a good idea. It's good for Scanlan, and I think it's going to help him be a little bit more self-aware when it comes to how he treats people, and also being a little bit more loving towards the people around him. And someone in my comments made a really good point, because I was saying, like, I just didn't understand with Pike, the back and forth with Scanlan, right? She kind of made it clear that she is feeling Scanlan romantically, but every time he makes an advancement, she freaks out like it's the worst thing ever. And they mentioned the fact that maybe it's because she likes Scanlan when he's the kind of guy that he is with Kaylee, right? She likes the Scanlan that's caring and thoughtful and sweet and affectionate. She doesn't like Lothario, Mr. Dick swinging, you know, I'm so cool. Like, she doesn't like the bravado Scanlan. So I feel like this time with Kaylee will help him grow more into the kind of person that Pike prefers. And yeah, maybe when he gets back, we'll see a little something happen there. I think he's going to be a little bit different. I mean, I kind of like Scanlan's, not necessarily the bravado, because that was a little bit much at times, but I do like Scanlan's jokes and his kind of, that jovial attitude I think is necessary in that group. So I don't want him to lose that. But yeah, if he comes back and he's a little bit more mature, I think that'll be good for everybody. So Scanlan is going that direction. Keyleth is like that Aramente, started in season 1, haven't gotten back to it. I mean, she just absolutely skipped over the earth. Let's face it. She went straight from no earth knowledge to the highest form, because that's what Keyleth does. But she still has water, I think, right? She was born into air. We know she did fire, and now she has earth. So I believe water is the last of it. So she's off to go do that, I guess, or at least try to do that, which is good. And understandably, Vax is going to go with her because he thinks his time is limited, and now that Tim and Kiki are on the same page about their feelings, he's definitely not going to let her go on her own and not try to soak up every moment he can with her in the meantime. Again, a lot of things were said in this episode, right? Between, what's her name? Between Raishan saying, oh, you fancied Keyleth, when she thought she'd killed Keyleth. Oh, you fancied Keyleth, and oh, you know, you should die like your mom did, all these things. Like, there's a lot going on with Vax as far as his attachment issues. But I'm glad, though, that he's doing this, because the twins, I think, need time apart as well. They have never been apart for a prolonged period of time. So I really do think this is good for both of them, that he's going to go somewhere and do things for himself. Because even when he said that whole thing to his sister before he did the ritual to get Percy, when he said that I give my life so you could have a moment of happiness, like, sir, beautiful sentiment, really. But this complete selflessness is not healthy. Like, you have someone who loves you too. You have people who want you around, and your happiness matters to them. So anyway, it's beautiful. I'm not saying he shouldn't love his sister to death, but this is why I think the separation will be good for both of them, so they can prioritize themselves to the right amount, but still have that love for each other and break a little that codependency that they've had their whole lives. So yes, he's going for now. And I think that's good. And we see that Vex and Percy are going to stay in Whitestone, because we heard Percy say before everything happened that he wanted to start building a life back in Whitestone, because that was always his dream anyway. So she's going to stick around there, because she is now formally nobility now that her dad has given her a title, as she always deserved. So that's pretty much everyone. Oh, and Grog where are Grog and Pike going? Are they staying in Whitestone too? I think they are too. But you know, for those two, they just kind of go wherever. It's not a big deal. So that's what's happened. Everyone is scattered and going their own way for now. But we see that that spinning ball of doom. Remember I said earlier this season that we haven't checked on that? Like, why has no one checked on that? It's still spinning, and now it's got a cult. No idea what that's all about. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out next season. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So great season overall. Loved it. Like, this was absolutely their best season yet. I love when shows actually get better with every season. This show has not been on its laurels. It has not rested. Animation, 10 out of 10. Storyline, great. Character development, great. The fight scenes, amazing. I really like this season. Absolutely. I would recommend this show to absolutely anyone who can handle a little bit of a risque show. But yeah, super, super fun this season. I'm really sad that it's done so quickly, but I'm glad that we got it. And hopefully season 4 won't take too long. If we can get season 4 by sometime next year, I would be super happy about that. So thank you so much for watching along with me. If you've been here through the whole season, I appreciate you so much. Your comments, you guys have given me so much insight and backstory and just filled in some gaps for me. I appreciate it a lot in the discussion that we have. So thank you so much for all of that. Thank you for supporting me in this channel. Hopefully you will be around for next season to watch along with me. And if this is all that you watch from me, I do hope you can find something else in my catalog. I react to all kinds of stuff, but if not, I hope to see you next time. And for those of you who are going to be watching me in other things, I will see you in the next video.